About a month ago, I made a completely overhauled version of TF2's most popular map. My so-called better 2 fort, CTF Bluefort, turned out fantastically, and I'm very thankful for the community support that it's garnered since I released it. However, getting to the final version of that map was a very involved process that required a lot of playtesting. So over the course of several weeks, in order to refine the map, I invited my community onto the beta versions and challenged them to try to break it. And while the playtests were honestly smoother than I expected, there was some hilarity that ensued that I didn't get a chance to properly show off in the breakdown video. So on top of getting a better look of how the earlier versions actually played, hopefully you enjoy the insanity I had to endure while making Bluefort. This has been a heck of a process here. Me and Shonik are going to do a collaboration thing. The contest is we're both trying to make a better version of 2 fort, but like we don't know. I've not seen his version, and presumably he's not seen mine, unless he's like hacked into my computer and looked at the files or something. This is the first time I've shown it off publicly. If any of you have, we'll say, emotional connections to 2 fort that may give you fits when you see the changes that I've made, I've stripped 2 fort of its identity and I've ruined the entire damn thing. Sorry. All right, this is, there's some sacrifices with 2 fort that need to be made to make it good. But yeah, we're just gonna play this for a while. We're just gonna play 2 fort. Oh, I should make it very, very clear. If you're friendly, I will crush you under my heel. This isn't 2 fort where you can be friendly and live. This is Bluefort where you have to try as hard as you can. And also I'm like trying to test the map and stuff, which kind of defeats the purpose. I have a not crackhead mid idea. Yeah, I mean, okay. So I will say probably one of the most fun parts about fixing 2 fort is 2 fort, visually speaking, is probably the best map TF2 has ever made. It is, even if not the most visually impressive, it is the most TF2 map TF2 has ever made. And trying to make everything that I add like fit into the style of 2 fort and be something that would make sense on 2 fort has been a fun challenge. Is the intel room still sentry spammable? So like engineer is still probably gonna be good just by nature of capture the flag kind of being, what is this? Okay, I need to move one of the spectate cameras. We're kind of looking into the void there. But, I mean, there's gonna be things that are powerful on capture the flag, no matter what I did the map, and engineer is one of those things. But, let's see, look at that. Dealing with, snipers is just that easy. Let's see what the damage to the intel room is. I think I hear one. Yeah. But with the wider angles, it's not hard to take down. Okay, intel room overall is pretty solid so far. Add an elevator? What, do you want me to add like a 97 Ferrari that you just get into and it drives you to the intel room? Like, how many moving parts do you want on here? It's kind of funny I became the map guy. Okay, like, can we rephrase that maybe? Because I don't want people talking about on Twitter how I'm a map guy. That just doesn't seem good for my career. I'm the map guy from Dora the Explorer. I help you learn where the locations are. Also, okay, this is a necessary rant to have, I think, on a 2 fort map stream. Dora the Explorer is the shittiest explorer known to man. Because all of the areas that she quote-unquote explores are already mapped out. She literally hasn't explored anything. She's sitting there reading from a map that someone else has already made, and she's like, let's go explore this. And then she can't even get there herself. She has to ask other people where she's going, looking at a map. This is like literal 6-year-old Boy Scouts stuff. Or Girl Scouts too, I guess you can do it in any Scouts. Like maybe her forte was just the fact that she vaguely speaks Spanish. But at least for me, that was the most disappointing part of growing up, is realizing that Dora the Explorer is meant for kids. That midsection's crazy big. That's what I told your mom. Can we talk about how much of a fraud Bob the Builder is? I mean, like, yeah, he has sentient construction machines that do most of the work for him, but then again, I feel like most construction workers out there need machines to do their job. I don't think there are any construction workers doing it with just their bare hands anymore. Okay, I'm just gonna go. We're just gonna ignore that. Okay, that's our spy. Where is it? It's like here. Okay. There's another one. Intel is still kind of like sentry hell. But just like normal 2 fort, like clockwork, the engineers will rush you down. Dude! Fuck off. I said I didn't like custom HUDs. What makes this one more palatable? Oh, I just said I didn't like custom HUDs that make the game Times New Roman 12-point text. Like, TF2's... Holy hell. What even happened? What hit me? But this HUD actually has character. It looks like it was built for TF2. And some... I have seen some minimalist HUDs that look better. Like, literally all you have to do to make it look 100 times better is just use the TF2 font. But a lot of people don't even do that, so... Oh, you want to know the crackhead idea that I had? I wanted this area up here to be walkable. And I was going to add a vent that you can jump into, like, right here to get up into the top room. So that way you can shoot down onto the intel if there's, like, an annoying sentry. But I think we did a good enough job of, like, blocking sentries here already that that's not as big of a problem as I assumed it would be. Oh, dude. Ooh, medic. Okay, medic, you have to give me, like, overheal. Okay, first things first. Oh, he died. Okay, get rid of that. No! Okay, I got it closer, though. I got it closer, please. You should make the sewers more grimy. I'll add the giant ball of muck and scum to the sewers that constantly orbits around and insta-kills you if you get stuck in it. Where is it? Oh, it's there. Not cool, campers. Medic. Medic. I appreciate the effort, brother, but... Oh, oh! I got it. Please. Please. Yeah, let's go. Okay, we win. Nice job. Yeah, I wanted to make, like, just complete chaos 2 Fort. Like, that the heavy launchers were very close to making it in. But, no. I have to, like, put on my serious pants and make a real TF2 map for a change. This guy looks like he just installed the video game, so I'll give him a pass. After all, when you're... What the fuck? The door broke. Wait. Okay. Hello? What? How did that happen? Is this map wheelchair accessible? No, I try to make it, like, as accurate to the 1970s as possible. If you have a wheelchair, I actually programmed in Saxton Hale, who comes and, like, flips you out of it and laughs as you crawl across the ground without use of your legs. Turn this into a Koth map? I mean, part of the challenge of, what we're doing, right, is trying to make Capture the Flag actually work as a game mode. Because obviously right now it just doesn't, right? Like, it's probably widely regarded as the worst game mode there is. But I also think I've been on the side for a long time that Capture the Flag, while flawed, is not completely dead in the water. Because there do exist good Capture the Flag maps. Okay, I don't know what's going on here. Oh my god. What was the plan? What the fuck? Door broke. I don't know how to fix this door. It's so jank. Go. Go. Make a break for it. Oh my god, no way. Impeccable crits timing, medic. You made me sad when I saw that weapon out. I was the vac medic. Good. If you're playing vaccinator medic, you deserve to have your pants eternally shat at sight of the 3rd degree. Can I beat Shonik in an arm wrestling fight? If the votes tie, that's what it does come down to, so. But probably not. I think he would crush me. It'd be the Skips versus Rigby arm wrestling fight. Shonik would, like, slam me through a table and kill me. And have to fight Gabe Newell to revive me. My keyboard turned off. What the fuck? Please? Work! Please? Give me to the health pack. My keyboard died while I was holding my D key. What the fuck? Why am I still alive? We'll make it there eventually. Quick, back to the health pack. They hit me with the lobotomy. No. Okay. Yeah, I became a crab. I got nerfed. I was playing too well. They turned me into a crab. Joe Swanson Gaming. Yeah, it's the wheelchair soldier. It's the new class. Dude, what's the deal with this? This is ridiculous. What's the deal with the door? It's like a shitty Jerry Seinfeld bit. What's the deal with the 2-4 door? Like, open. I don't know why this keeps breaking. I'll have to fix that. People play Whatville. Okay, like, I'm not fixing Whatville. This is the map that has the most potential. Like, what do you even do on Whatville? You're basically just making a brand new map at that point. It's unsalvageable. But at least with 2-4, right? It's like, there are ways to fix it. I mean, regardless of what happens, the fact that people somehow get to our intel room without my sentry having ever seen them is kind of nice. That means there's at least 2 ways. You at least have to have 2 sentries to defend the entire map instead of just 1. Whatville isn't that bad. The worst part about it's the last point. I mean, like, it's pretty bad. Half the issue with Whatville is the layout is just nonsensical. Like, I get lost. I've played on the map probably like several times every single year since it's been added. And I still get lost because I just don't know where anything is. Nothing makes sense. Which one of you bitches? Okay, that's a lot of bitches. Dust Bowl would not be hard to fix. It's just add a lot more flank routes. In fact, one of the reasons we specifically decided not to do Dust Bowl or any map that wasn't Capture the Flag is because the fixes would probably be very similar between us. We figured it would be more of an interesting challenge with more varied solutions. And also, like, there's fun of doing it with 2-Fort, right? Because 2-Fort is probably the most iconic map in the game. It's easily the best map visually in the entire game. It fits TF2 the most. Has one of the coolest, probably most simple themes, but one of the coolest themes of secret spy bases, which is something I wish TF2 did more. But it plays like 2-Fort, unfortunately, so. 2-Fort is one of the most iconic 60s era's secret intelligence hideout design TF2 has to offer. Yeah, which I wish they did more. Like, the idea of Manco having these, weird secret bases behind front companies that look unassuming is probably the coolest aesthetic choice for TF2 that I wish maps did more often. And while I honestly don't mind the newer maps, I think they do look cool. And I obviously understand, right? Like, if you just made secret base hideout spy tech maps, you'd very quickly run out of ways to do that concept to the point where you couldn't really update the live service game much. But the fact that it's only 2-Fort and, like, well, kind of does surprise me a bit. Okay, I need to stop picking soldier. I need to, like, try other classes. We have to try a spy. This is going to be a very painful experience, but we have to do it for science. I'm using the cloak and dagger. Like, look at this shit, though. Okay, I have to move every, like, 20 seconds so people don't stream snipe me. Dude, are you kidding me? Dude. This isn't cool. This is awful. Oh no, the pyro. Oh, dude. It might be over for me. Shit. Get the sentry. Ass gamer. Okay, you try playing spy with 5 people looking for you, okay? It's not easy, okay? This is a different version than we tested last time. I updated stuff based on fixes people recommended. The big one, this one, I'm not sure if I'll keep. I added a door here because people were complaining that it's, like, still kind of a problem to get to the intel room. Like, you still have to use really weird routes to do it. So this should allow people to get to the intel very quickly, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep this, but it's worth a try. So this is like the main way for people to come in now. So defenders actually have to like put effort into defending their shit. I got stuck in the door. Oh god, okay, I don't know how to fix that. It's an interesting capture the flag map. Whoa. Not a fan of this nonsense. You guys abuse the setup time. You abuse the time I was patiently waiting for people to come in. What the hell is going on? Oh, let's see how much you like it with crits. Wait, who has it? Sniper, go cap! We can get crits. We can kill this one guy with crits. Sniper! 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 Brother! Sniper! No! Holy scout hell, dude. Go cap, you fucks! Woo! Perfect timing. I'm curious to see what mid's gonna be like, too. Now that we have a full server, I think mid should be fun. Like, trying to make it so you can team fight on mid has been the hardest challenge. And I think ultimately that's like what you need to do to make a capture the flag map good. Because most of the good capture the flag maps, right? Like Landfall, Applejack, kind of Pelican Peak. They all have really interesting mid areas that you can fight in. And trying to recreate that on 2Fort has been what I've spent the most time on, I think. Does it work on NVIDIA? No, this is an AMD only server, unfortunately. Ooh. Let me in. Let me in. Let me in. Thank you. All right. Where's our intel? It's here. Where is here exactly? Where is that? Move! Fucking move! Here, you're being friendly. I'm getting you out of here. No friendlies allowed. Base friendly hater? Dude, we're testing a map. Like, you're not allowed to be friendly. I understand this is 2Fort, but the point is to see how good the map is, not to see how many brain cells you can lose by dancing. Ooh, check this out, too. I figured out how to do, like, the little overhead light aesthetic. I spent so much time, like, doing art stuff with 2Fort. This took me, like, nearly a week to do, like, 4 changes. Because I was just trying to, like, min-max the art passing. That's how I'm gonna beat Shonik. Even if his map is more playable, mine still looks like 2Fort, and that's what people like. I think I can still block this with the dispenser. Never mind, you can just jump over it. Good enough. I mean, they're not getting into our intel room anyway. Again, I have to, like, try to break stuff at least. Dude, fucking move. I'm gonna have an aneurysm. You keep standing where I'm trying to build things. My alarm system worked. How do I art pass good? You just... Okay, so on 2Fort, it's really easy because you just look at what they already did and then copy that for the new areas. And then every time you want to add, like, a new prop or something, you just copy it from somewhere else. Don't invent props to add to the map. Like, I wanted this to be cover, so I'm like, what props already exist on 2Fort? Oh, hay bales and gas cans and this, like, metal sheet thing. You just make cover out of that. You don't need to reinvent the wheel. Just take what already exists and keep it consistent. Also, you want to know how annoying it was specifically to make this geometry in such a way that snipers don't have a little 1 pixel gap to see the battlements with? You are... Hold on, I want to comment on the scorch shot versus flare gun discourse. That's my other hottest take. Is that the flare gun is better than the scorch shot if we're assuming the pyro is actually good. Ooh. What the fuck did I just hit? Base? Yeah, I mean, it's like... The ability to do 90 damage in 1 hit is always going to be better than the ability to do 60 damage in 1 hit. Even if the 60 hit is easier to land, you just eventually get to a point as pyro where you barely miss flares. Which, like, for the record, I am not there yet. But like that, it's like if I was using the scorch shot, my damage per second there would be a whole lot lower. Hello. I want it. I want it. I want it. I want it so bad. I'm not gonna hit that from upstairs. That's just not happening. Okay. We go. Wait, was that a crit? I thought reflected cow mangler bolts couldn't crit. All right, pick a lane, demo. We gotta go somewhere. Go! I think we win. Let's go. What the fuck did I just do? The Scorch Shot provides so much on any range for free. Okay, so if you're average at Pyro or below, the Scorch Shot's gonna give you more value. But if you're great at Pyro, if you have a lot of time on them, I think the Flare Gun just ends up giving you more value because instant 90s, especially with Degreaser switch speed, is just really good. And it's not like it has worse range than the Scorch Shot. Like, you can hit the same shots, you just can't splash. So, it's the lazy purple loadout Degreaser panic attack. Okay, so here's my, like, weird admission. Even though I think shotguns on shotguns on Pyro really bad. They're really good. The problem is, I don't like them. And I don't know why, because I like shotguns on any other class, but I just can't enjoy it on Pyro for some reason. And I think it's just because I like the burst. Like, hitting flares is viscerally satisfying. Oh, you're not Huntsman at all. But I also do believe that flares are better than the shotgun, if only by a little bit. I just think the range at which flares are able to deal damage is something that Pyro desperately needs. And the shotgun, like, is good. Like, he needs hit scan, too. Don't get me wrong, but... Dude, okay, I'm not fighting that. Like, see, you're not hitting that. Oh, my God. Yeah. Hard read. Oh, God. We can't even go that way. That's the one thing the Scorch Shot's, like, way more useful is destroying stickies. Don't hold down M1 against a Pyro. What are you doing? Shotgun Pyro is the base for me. Combo Pyro is another archetype. Like, Combo Pyro is the base for me. In my opinion, Flamethrower Shotgun Pyro, while consistent, just isn't very fun. Like, I probably would never have mained Pyro if that's the entire thing the class was. Shotguns feel very clunky on Pyro. I think the biggest issue for me... Ooh, that's not even a level 3. The biggest issue that they have for me is that they don't reload between switching weapons, which is what makes the flare gun really fun, because I can just pop a flare and then switch back to my flamethrower. Because, like, the default state of Pyro is you want to be running around with your flamethrower out, because it allows you to not immediately die if there's a soldier demo. And having to switch to reload the shotgun just isn't amazing, in my opinion. Well, that is a hot, tacky eerie. You speak mystical words, my friend. Opinion on the Scorch Shot? I am not nearly as annoyed at the Scorch Shot as other people. And I know people are going to say, like, well, that's a Pyroman opinion. You're just immune to Afterburn. You wouldn't get it. Like, I play other classes. Pyro is my most played, but only by a little bit. I played, like, a lot of Soldier Scout demo as well. And I just think it's overblown. I think the hate for the Scorch Shot is way overblown. There are way more annoying weapons in TF2 than the Scorch Shot. Play all of the classes that are not annoyed by the Scorch Shot, which ironically, I don't think I play any. Okay, so here's my class hours for anyone wondering. Bro, lowest and medic? Yeah, because he's boring. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but he's boring. Some people really enjoy medic, and I'm glad there are those people out there, but I just can't. I have to aim. I have to aim projectiles or bullets or something. Not being able to aim immediately makes it not fun, and I don't know why. I think there's just some amount of, like, dopamine you get from clicking on the thing you're aiming at. I think, honestly, just, like, TF2's brand of support doesn't click with me. Because, again, like, I've played Overwatch, I played Marvel Rivals. I'll play, like, fucking Ana. There's another support that I played. I think it was Baptiste, maybe. But the reason that I play them is because they can do damage. Like, I can still finish off enemies that I see. And I'm not just throwing by not following my team around with a lock-on beam. Sorry, that's my, like, shameful admission. It's just, my brain dissolves if I have to play supports. Why do I hate fun? Yeah, I just hate fun and friendlies, and I like tryharding and competitive. Hehehe, I am the spy. Fuck. I am the spy. Sorry, I didn't get much sleep last night. I'm a little loopy. It's gotten to the point where I will wake up in the middle of the night and I will literally be dreaming about making shit in Hammer. I had a dream. Okay, I'm not even kidding you. I had a dream last night. I woke up at like 6 a.m. I was trying to make a map in Hammer, and the brushwork was really bad, and it was divided into these like really small cubes, and I was just sitting there selecting them really mad. That's another thing too. Like, I have a theory with dreams. There are 3 types of dreamers. There are the people who literally never dream. I have a lot of friends who just say like, yeah, I never have any dreams. Which sounds kind of lame, right? Because dreams are just movies that play in your head when you go to bed. So it's just free entertainment. The second type are the people that have like mostly normal dreams about pretty standard stuff. Nothing special, just vague remixes of the events on their life. But then there's the third kind, who just have the most insane batshit schizo dreams. I had a dream the other day where The What Show made a video for his YouTube channel where it was just him running around in a field in like the Great Plains somewhere, and the song Who Let the Dogs Out was playing in the background, and he uploaded that to YouTube, and it got like 10 million views. But the dislike ratio was really bad. Everyone just hated the video. And because he uploaded that, he got invited to Ellen, and Ellen was just roasting him the entire time. And The What got so mad that he pulls out a shotgun and threatens to kill Ellen. And then I woke up. But that's like not even that weird of a dream. Like, I have dreams of that caliber all the time, and I don't know why. I don't know what, like, encourages my brain to generate these scenarios out of thin air. I'll try to go back to sleep to see if the What kills Ellen. We need to know. So what we're doing this time is we're testing V2 still. We're gonna just play this version because I want to see, like, a couple specific things that may be wrong with it. Also, shout out to the person on my last stream, like, in the comments, who's like, this version of 2.4 sucks because people can cap now, and that's not good. It's like, what do you think the point of capture the flag is? What do you think the capture means in this instance? Like, the point is we're trying to remake the map to be fun when played seriously. No one really wants to play CTF. I mean, I don't disagree, but the challenge is, how do we make people want to play capture the flag? And the answer is make good maps, because people play Landfall and Applejack. They're good maps. Yeah, I think the biggest problem points with V2 are, maybe not problem points, but stuff that I'm just not sure about, are this door here, which on one hand I really like because it makes the rounds go a lot faster and it's not as stalematy, but I think a lot of people have expressed displeasure with that being there. Yeah, a one-way door, but I don't want to add just one-way doors everywhere. The problem is that one-way doors only really work if it's okay. They only really work if it's obvious that it should be one way. Like, this one-way door makes sense because you're coming from a spawn area to mid. I feel like it's just more intuitive that this is one way. But a one-way door, like, down here, it's like, I feel like a lot of people are going to be confused of why they can't go through both ways, because there's nothing indicating that that would be an area that should only be traversed in one direction. Never understood the crits and capping. I don't know. I don't know what the point of that is. Like, it just seems like such an arbitrary thing to try to balance games. When your only capture the flag map was 2-fort, crits make sense to break stalemates. Yeah, but, like, surely they understood that they would add more capture the flag maps. I don't know if they just assumed that's what all of them would be like or what, but it just doesn't make sense for, like, the longevity of the mode. Maybe add an automatic rotating revolving door in the third intel entrance so that people would have to wait. That seems like the most convoluted mechanic ever. And also, there's, like, no precedent for that anywhere in TF2. Like, I only want to add stuff that people are going to intuitively understand how to interact with, and that's a little far out there. Like, okay, I do at least like how the actual way to defend the intel is through the intel room. I feel like this, if any part of the map should be campy, it's this part. Not that any part should be campy, but if that's just an impossibility to avoid, then this is the least of evils. Thank you, medic. Oh my god. Trying to push this is actually really hard. Even with the open door. If this door wasn't open, this would be even worse. Okay, we got him to move it at least. Is that a second one? Dude, how many sentries do they have down here? Okay, what do we do about this? Like... Okay, we just kill it before the NG can react. We got him! Go! Go! No. There's so many. Dude, our entire team died. Like, okay, I don't know what to do about that spot, though, from, like, a map design perspective. Because I feel like it's just a matter of their team was doing it and our team wasn't doing anything about it. I don't think it's that OP. Oh, God. Maybe, like, another... Okay, this works. Just building an Uber. Dude, this is insane. I don't know what. This is ridiculous. Like, 4 wrangled sentries. To be fair, though, like, how do you beat 4 wrangled sentries on even really good maps? I don't know if this is as much of a map problem as much as it is just engineer stacking is busted. All right, Scorch Shot Fog is what we got to do to push this, I guess. Unholy things to beat unholy things. Shenanigans beget shenanigans. Oops. That's so many sentries. I mean, we killed a lot of them, but still. Look at that. Look at that shit. This is probably one of the most ridiculous strats I think people have tried on here. Which, again, like, I'm glad people are trying it. Because it does help me test the map, strictly speaking. Okay, we're good. All right. Hit it, medic. Hit it, medic. I think these guys are all on Discord call. They're all doing the exact same strategy. Okay, we have it. Oh, we're close. If that pyro wasn't there. We just need as much teamwork as they have. Go! Go! Oh my god. Go! I can't believe that. All right, well, we did it. All right, go. Go. Where are they? I guess we killed them all. Oh, well. Did we kill them? Yeah, we did. Like, nice job, guys. All right. We flushed out the engineers. See, it's possible. We just gotta put in a little elbow grease, you know? This is a really close game. Honestly, like, matches like this make me think that the map is pretty much done for all intents and purposes. We did it! Oh my god. Oh my god, that was down to the wire. 2-Fort is iconic. Yeah, I mean, that's like part of the reason we're doing 2-Fort, right? Because it's weird that the most popular map in TF2 sucks. And I'll go into this more in the video, but I don't think it's a problem necessarily that the most popular map sucks. In fact, I think that's helped TF2 become as popular as it is. Just because the fact that 2-Fort is so campy means that new players have somewhere that the veteran players probably aren't going to go much. It's a good way to, like, dip your toes into the mechanics of 2-Fort. Every class has a very clearly defined role. Engineer can camp easily. Soldier, Demo, Pyro can abuse the enclosed areas easily. Spy has, like, not really much to do, but new players aren't playing Spy much anyway. But, like, most maps attract a lot of sweaty players, which 2-Fort doesn't, and 2-Fort also has safe areas. Like, you're not pushing into the enemy base. And I think that just allows for a really safe area, safe environment for new players to participate in, which I think has led to a lot more people sticking around with TF2 than they would otherwise. Go. What the hell? The more I play, the more I realize this is probably necessary. But I do want to get feedback on it anyway. It's very Barney. Like the dinosaur? What the fuck do you mean it's Barney? It's not an adjective you can use to describe maps in TF2. Barn-esque. Okay, well that's not like what I'm asking. What I want to know is how this works like as a playable map, not like the design. The design's fine. It's just 2-Fort. It's Barnyard. Get ready for the cow to dance when no one's looking at you. Off topic, I watched Back at the Barnyard so much as a kid. It's like, it was such a weird show thinking back on it. Oh my god. How is Otis a male cow? Because he was made by cartoon illustrators and not biologists. We're just like, cows, they have udders, right? That's a thing that cows have. Let's put that in the design. And the imbeciles, the fools, don't understand basic cow biology. And I'm pretty sure there's a joke like in the original Barnyard movie where he gets like milked or something. Which is like, that's a hell of a sentence, but he's a cow. All right, don't be weird. And I think that was like part of the reason is that they just wanted to make that joke, but I've not seen Barnyard in actual ages. Okay, the players in this beta test aren't expert snipers or insane engineers. I mean, they're trying with engineer. We did pretty much fix the sniper problem, though. I'm fairly confident in saying that the sniper sightlines are not an issue, because if they were, I guarantee I would have seen like so many snipers by now, and basically no one's playing him. So sniper is like the one class that I really don't care if the map just doesn't support at all and no one plays. Like, it's such an annoying class to design it around. I'd rather go in too much in the opposite direction and just make sniper unplayable. It just makes the game more fun. Engineers woke? What the fuck are people talking about? Dude. Surely these critical hits will beat these sentry guns. Dude, like, what am I supposed to do with crits? They all just moved. Oh my lord, what is this? Okay, we got one. Dude. Oh, our medic died. No. This is ridiculous. Maybe more cover? I mean, I guess, but that can be abused by the engineers too, right? Oh, wait, we lose if they get that. Okay, I do need to go deal with this now. Oh my god. Okay, this is gonna be... I think we just lose. I don't think there's any way we hold this. Did they get it? Oh my god, not yet. Tactical distraction caber demo. There's no way, right? There's no way, right? Oh, please. Dude, this is insane. Please. Please. No, the spy. Oh, it was close. Yeah, they got it. Okay, well, GG. That was a really close round still, though. Like, even with engineer stacking, which, like, yeah, is a problem, it still ends up being pretty close, which is good to see. I'm on V3. We're so close to the end. I have 2 more revisions until we're free from this mortal coil. And we can stop editing 2 for it and start editing in Premiere or something. Am I really combing back 17 years to fix a random map? Yeah, 2-4 is just a random map. No one even remembers this one. Pinkie Pie or Rainbow Dash? Dude, I don't have an opinion on these stupid things. I only have facts. It's Rainbow Dash. Why isn't CTF in general more popular? It's just a weird game mode. It's not clear where you're supposed to be. Like, both teams are on offense and defense at the same time, but unlike the 5CP or 3CP maps, it's like where you're supposed to be is just all the way in the back. So the front lines are just kind of everywhere. There isn't like anywhere that centralizes the team. And most maps that are made off of Capture the Flag are very campy. Why doesn't CTF have a time limit? Okay, so I was actually debating about this on the server, and a lot of people think it's a good idea, but it's really not once you think about it. Because the 2 options for CTF having a time limit are either it just randomly ends and whoever's in the lead wins, which is the most anticlimactic ending to a match ever. That really just encourages people to rush the first point, and then once they get 1 point ahead of the opponent, they just camp. And that's not the sort of gameplay you want. You want both teams to be both pushing and defending for the entire time, which a time limit would discourage. Alternatively, if you just have the time limit end and it's a stalemate if neither team has reached 3, that's so boring. That's so lame. Because imagine it's like 2-0. You're about to push in, and as you're pushing and like destroying a sentry, you just instantly stalemate. It's like that would be so annoying. So neither option's good. I think just leaving it as a game mode without a timer is fine. I'm not adding sundown. I'm just gonna leave it, and you guys have to. If you want to win, you have to push. You have to start locking in. That's what you got to do. Oh my god, the door frame tech. Dude, people are landing on jank geometry and it's trolling me. That's the fastest way to get me to fix anything, is have it personally affect me directly. So it's good that this is happening. It motivates me. I sound like the nerd emoji. I get that a lot. Someday I'll do like, when I become like a multi-millionaire streamer, I'll do one of those like Mexican voice box surgeries. Get to sound like Markiplier. But until then, right? I'm stuck with my shitty nerd voice. You do sound like someone a cartoon would pick to voice act a bird with glasses. Thanks. What does the winner of the mapping feud get? So the loser actually has to delete their YouTube channel and they can never post again. I like watching both of you. Is this betrayal? Unfortunately, there can only be one winner. The loser leaves the Chuckle Nuts. So if Shonik loses, nothing happens. But if I lose, I have to leave the Chuckle Nuts. It's a good deal. I had a dream where Great Blue had a similar series to Schizo MVM, and instead of MVM, it was anime watching, and the gimmick was halfway through, we'd talk about the Bible. That would be so funny. I want to do that, actually. But I don't advertise it as that. I have to, like, sneak it in and say, like, yeah, we're watching hardcore hentai. And then anyone that actually clicked on such a stream is in for a surprise, but a surprise that they likely need in their life. A tier list on the most Christian or atheist Chuckle Nut? Yeah, we have to, like, sit people down in front of VeggieTales with those, like, CIA forced watching devices and see which ones recoil and writhe in pain as the word of God enters their eyeballs through Larry the Cucumber. And which ones are at peace. That's the most objective test we could formulate. What the fuck? What the hell is that? It's like in the door. It's still 0 to 1, dude. We're gonna be here forever. We gotta push. Why'd you pop on me? What are we doing? I smell tomfoolery here. Okay, the engineer is still there. We got the NG! Oh my god. No more teleporters. Fuck off! Oh my god, I'm tired of teleporters. Please. Okay, do we go? I think we just use this to push. They just have so much better control of mid. Where's our team? Like, I feel like I've been just playing with these two medics. Oh, it's an actual mid fight now. Okay, we've not seen these too much. Yeah, 3 2-fort bridges. We are 2-fort bridge maxing. Dude, this is insane. This is probably the most insane team fight I've seen. Please. We got the intel back, though. That's all we really needed. My god, that was an intense fight. We found where our entire team was. They all managed to make it to mid. All right. Well, I'm pretty satisfied overall with the layout of 2-fort. It's not perfect, but it's as perfect as you can get for Capture the Flag, I think. Especially when you want to make it as close to normal 2-fort as it can be. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for this one. I think I'm going to work on V4.
Yeah, interesting map. I feel like the contest could go either way, for sure. I actually did a poll earlier in the stream. I asked my chat how many of them have watched the Minecraft movie. Only like 20% of them did. So I think like on the brain rot scale, I'm like far ahead of you. Like I'm
easily
clean, you know? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that because you said you're like what 75, so
I mean, if I might die to old age sooner than you, but you'll die of like, you know, just like brain cancer, just like, you know, like brain rot and like.
No. The psychic damage simply fortifies my brain for the upcoming streams. It's like I guess what would you call like exposure training? Like, yeah, maybe on stream 1 I'm suffering, but on stream 50, like I'm invincible at that point.
Yeah, but if you think about this though. If you inject yourself with poison, you don't get better at tolerating poison. You just fucking die, right?
Well, like that's how they do it with allergies, though. If you have like a peanut allergy and you like microdose peanuts, that's how they do it.
How many people have you killed force feeding them peanuts? That's fucked up.
But you don't feed them entire peanuts. You give them like essence.
Is that why
peanut.
you asked me if I had a shovel? What the fuck?
Like, yeah, that's exactly what I needed the shovel for, to kill the weak kids with peanut allergies. But no, like you like microdose them on peanuts. You give them like a little tiny droplet of peanut, and then they're slightly less allergic to it next time they have a peanut, and then you like build up to a full peanut. I'm not
don't
even
think
like
that's
I'm not even
true.
lying. That's how they do like
No,
tolerance
you are
training.
lying. No, I think you are lying. I don't think that's true. What the fuck?
Yeah, someone in my chat said that's true.
I
So,
feel like
one guy in my chat
your
did say
viewers
that.
need to close their ears. I think you're gonna kill someone. This is terrible
Well,
advice.
like,
I don't think that's actually
I'm not.
true.
Hold on. Like, I'm not encouraging you try this yourself. Like,
Are
go
you
to a
sure
doctor
you're,
and
like,
do it.
Do you have a lawyer? Like, I think you could be held liable for this too.
You should not try this on your own. Like, go to a professional. Show it there are
microdose you of
doctors that do
peanuts?
this. Yeah, the peanut microdose doctors.
Great Blue, if you went to like a walk-in appointment, right? You just go to a doctor's office and you said, "I need to microdose peanuts." Like, do you think that would like actually help you? Like,
What,
would they
if
know what
you
you're
said it
talking
like
about?
that, then no. If you went to a doctor and said, "Hey, yo, doc, I've got L-Riz and got a microdose peanuts," like they'd probably kick you out and send you to a psych ward. But if you said, "Hey,
Right.
I want the actual correct name of the procedure," then they would give it to you because it's a real procedure.
Okay, and the name of it is?
I don't
Which
know.
you would
Like,
know because it's a legitimate procedure, right?
like I don't know
Oh,
what the
crickets,
name of the
huh?
procedure is. Yeah, sorry.
Okay,
Sorry, I don't know
because it's not
everything.
real.
Yeah, it's a fake procedure. I'm trying to lie to kids with peanut allergies to get them to die because I don't know.
It increases your kill streak.
Exactly. I don't want to go out with a negative KD, so I think
mean, I
kids
guess
with
that's
peanut
kinda fair.
allergies are probably the weakest stock.
I guess, I mean, does anyone here in chat have like a peanut allergy? I guess like
We're
you
not
can
gonna
always
have
try
them
it. If you-
test
if
it. Like,
people
we're
are
gonna have
saying
them
it's
book an
real,
appointment
like-
with a doctor. How about that? We're gonna have people microdose peanuts.
I mean, hypothetically,
immunotherapy. It's called immunotherapy.
Because it's even more like diluted, right? So you have more control.
What do they
over,
matter?
the
Like,
peanut
Shona, you
dosing.
start with like an eyedropper of like the essence of peanut, because like for the people whose allergies are really bad, you can't start with anything that even resembles a peanut. You have to start really, really small.
Are you saying there's a peanut vaccine? I feel like I would have heard about it by now if there actually was one. Like that feels like something nice to know.
I don't think there's like a syringe with peanuts in it that you inject into your bloodstream, but like I don't know how immunotherapy works, but I know it's a real thing.
What? If it's like a decade old like operation, why do we still have kids dying to peanuts then? What do you?
Because they've
why would
not
that
done
be-
the immunotherapy. Like, why do we still have people
yeah,
dying
but it
of the
should be
flu
like something
if
everyone does. Then it's like
we have the flu shot?
wouldn't
for
it be the
20 years?
case if that was actually a thing? That as soon as you're born, people are like, okay, give them the peanut treatment. Like, why wouldn't that just happen immediately?
Because not
Like,
every kid has peanut allergies.
yeah, I know. But then if you actually are,
You take it,
like
you
a,
take it.
you know, like a peanut, like
Oh my god.
I don't know, like a peanut weakling, then like you're
Peanut weakling, if you're the
you
inferior
would want to
stock.
have the operation done on you, right? Like,
Yeah.
shouldn't we be doing them to kids like out of
We are.
spawn? Like, why are we not
Out of
doing that,
spawn?
right? Like, like
The
if there's a
split
real thing,
second
you would
they're
want
out
to
of
do
the
it
womb, we
immediately,
put them
right?
in the peanut immersion chamber.
Yeah, exactly.
Because, like, we don't know. Okay, so you're not eating peanuts until you're, like, 6 years old. So how do you know if you're allergic to peanuts?
What if you rubbed like peanut butter on their skin?
Well, then they might die if they're an infant. Like, they don't want to do that.
Wait, can they actually die from that? I guess that's I guess it's probably
Yeah,
not.
like, you're 0 years old. You just got out of the womb, and you're now being exposed to lethal toxins. Your throat's gonna close up, and you're gonna die.
Well, hold on. Wait, why do you can't you just apply the procedure to them regardless, though?
Well,
Like,
then
'cause
why
if
would we
someone-
need to do it? Because it costs money. Like, that's the problem with it, too, right?
Oh yeah, okay, fine.
It's like,
Yeah, I guess
there's
that
no
kinda makes
reason.
sense.
And also, how many, like, possible allergies are there? It's like, if you did every possible procedure, you're probably spending, like, thousands of dollars for allergies your kid doesn't have.
Okay.
Yeah,
well, I guess then we have to
one of
wait
my
for medicine
viewers
to advance, so you
just
can like
said,
you can like peep their genes before they're born, and then be like, okay, this guy needs the peanut fix, you know?
he needs his peanut microdoses. Yeah, no, a viewer just said, I have pollen allergies. They literally inject tiny amounts of pollen into my bloodstream. And then,
What, into your bloodstream?
yeah,
What the
like,
fuck?
that's how
Isn't
it
the
works.
problem
That's how
with-
vaccines work.
Well, no, that sounds dangerous. Like, cause isn't the problem with pollen in
Okay,
how it
you can
interfaces
go
with,
into
like,
the
your
doctor's
nose and
office
stuff?
that have been doing this for 10 years, that it sounds dangerous, and then they can laugh at you because they've done it with, like, hundreds of people, and it works.
I mean, I feel like you're kind of not being completely forthright with me, because I did say if I went to like a doctor's office and I said, give me the peanut treatment, they'd be like, you also agreed they wouldn't know what you're talking about.
If you said the peanut treatment, yeah. They're not gonna know what that means. Like, okay, like if
What else?
someone...
Wait, hold on, but what else could it mean though? If you're a doctor and you're a receptionist, you have to deal with sick people constantly.
So,
what else could
okay,
it possibly
how
mean?
about if you go to this, you say, hey, I have a peanut allergy and I want treatment. Well, you don't have to know what it's called. You specify the problem, not just, hey, yo, doc, give me the peanut therapy. Like, they're not going to know what that means.
I'm just saying, I don't know if there's much more it could mean, right? Like, if,
Okay, well, then maybe they will. Like,
someone...
we're just assuming they won't, I guess. We've never really checked to see if they don't.
I mean, I don't know if you can apply that to anything else, though. Like, if I don't know, what are like some surgeries people have? If you went to a doctor and just like, I need bigger titties, then they'll know what you mean, right?
It's not your job as the patient to explain what treatment you want. You explain what the problem is. So if you're going in asking for a specific treatment instead of saying, these are my symptoms, what do I do? Then they're probably going to laugh at you regardless, because that probably just means you're asking for free drugs. But in this case, it's like, you just want free peanut syringes.
I mean, that implies that people accept that, like, peanut syringes are, like, a real thing and something that can actually happen, but...
it is, they are.
I
this
probably
is a
get what you're trying to
well-established
say.
thing.
I mean, I'm just kind of surprised, because I feel like
Wow.
it would be more, like, widespread of a thing, right? That people are like, hey, you can get your peanut allergy fixed, you know? That's what I'm kind of surprised by. I feel like if it was legitimate and like real technology, then it'd be very popular right now, right? Okay, apparently it's widespread and I'm just clueless, someone said.
Okay, so it is, and you're just lying. Okay, great. The peanut syringes are real, thank you.
Damn, how did they fit it in there? About, I mean, I guess you can crunch up the shell, but okay.
Do you know, like, do you know what an essence is? Like,
essence? Like, I know what it means as like an English word.
okay,
Is
well,
this like
a
Dark Souls item? Like, the essence of...
yeah, you
like,
have to go
Lion
collect
King.
the essence of peanut from the Dark Soul cave.
I really considered when we were actually playing this, I should just make up problems and shit on your map. I feel like that's really mean.
Like, okay, this is a gentleman's challenge. I'm not gonna metagame and say, like... I could, like, sit there and nitpick, like, this is a Doomsday asset, and you're adding this to Two-Fort, you uncultured
it's some
swine.
Atom Smash, actually. It's not really
Yeah, well, I mean, that, you know, that one's a little bit more obvious, I think, but... I'm gonna sit here and, like, critique your use of fence props, if that's the case.
Yeah, I mean, well, you said that you wanted the map to be Two-Fort. Like, I don't think I've seen that specific fence used anywhere in Two-Fort. Also, I think it's kind of unrealistic for such a large wood pile to be created. I think in reality, it would tumble over and it started becoming tedious to maintain such a big stack of wood, right?
Shonik, there is a nuclear fission reactor in the middle of your map. We're talking about unrealistic maps.
The nuclear reactors have been around in real life for like ever.
Yeah,
it's,
just sitting
it's
there
like from,
in
like,
the water.
50s and like the 60s.
Just sitting in the water.
They nuked Japan.
Anyway, thanks to everyone that joined the playtest. Goodbye, everyone. Good luck on your adventures. The server's up forever, by the way. You can use this IP to connect whenever you want. Also, hold on a minute. My game might lag here. My stream might lag. I'm gonna close Premiere Pro that I have in the background, because my frames are chugging a little bit. Adobe programs really like to take your computer down with them if you try to close them. I believe I have 64 gigs of RAM. Fucking Adobe. What do you put in your programs? Okay, it's closed.